This is Hockey Night Live, presented by Infiniti. For the next few minutes, we focus on the career, short as it's been, but successful nonetheless, of Zach Parise of the New Jersey Devils. 13 games, 10 goals, and a +4 rating. He leads the Devils in points and goals. And of course, as you'll be reminded in a moment, he was the 2003 first-round draft pick of the Devils, 17th overall. Here's Deb Lacey's visit with Zach Parise.
Well, we're sitting at a table big enough for, I think, 2 families. So let's start off talking about your family. And I did hear that there's a great story about how your parents met.
My mom went to when my dad was playing for the North Stars, she went to one of the games, and I don't know if it was when she was walking in or whatever, she got picked as the 2 millionth fan. And I think that game she got to go drop the puck at center ice. I don't know, I've seen a picture of it, and she got to pick a road trip that she wanted to go on with the team and watch the road game. I can't remember, I think it was in Boston. Went and watched the game, and somehow, somewhere, I don't know, met my dad. I don't know how it happened or how she tracked him down or whatever, but then I guess it's just history after that.
Your dad had such a famous moment at Madison Square Garden. What's it like for you to go back and play at the Garden?
I love playing there. I think they've got great fans. It's a really good atmosphere to play in. And yeah, he does. We have that kind of connection. And he has that history there with that big goal he scored, and he loves when people are reminding him of it and pumping his tire. And he's having some flashbacks of playing days, and he loves that. You've
always taken the high road when it comes to talking about your draft day and the Islanders being so familiar with you because of your dad and the fact that they didn't select you. What do you remember about that day?
I remember I didn't realize how long the first round could be when you're not getting picked.
If he's over 6 feet tall, he's gone by now.
It would behoove any team that wants offense, character, and skill to take Zach Parise right now. But the fact that Zach Parise is still out there is unbelievable and almost unconscionable.
You have expectations and you have high hopes, and then all of a sudden you're not getting picked, and you're wondering, you know, am I gonna slip to the second round? You know, you never know. And then the Islanders came, and we thought for sure. I mean, just, you know, even my dad thought it for sure. It's one of the, you just forget about it, and I mean, you can't do anything. I mean, it wasn't my choice, it was theirs, and I'm happy with how it ended up.
I asked a couple of your teammates about you, and the first thing both of them even recently said when I asked them about you, they say underrated. How do you feel about that label?
I don't care. I mean, I don't care. I think it's better than overrated, I guess.
You're less and less under the radar, becoming more and more of a name in the sport. How are you feeling about that changing and you becoming more recognizable and more a face of the league?
Well, I guess that means I'm doing the right thing out there. I don't mind it. I don't approach it any differently. I don't approach the game different. I just enjoy it, and I don't put any added pressure on myself, and that's a good thing about this organization. I mean, there's really no pressure on any individual player, where it's really team oriented.
Here's a long pass, and Parise escaping, shooting, he scores! Zach Parise in overtime!
Last thing, when you win a Stanley Cup, if you win a Stanley Cup, where's the first place you want to take it?
I don't know. I mean, I haven't thought too much about that. I don't want to jinx anything, but I would bring it back to Minnesota. I'd probably bring it up to North Dakota, where I went to college, and but I don't know. I mean, that would be hopefully I have to make plans for it, but I haven't thought too much about that.
Well, there were some great names in that 2003 draft, guys. I mean, you know, the Islanders, they could have taken the son of one of the players who scored one of the biggest goals in the history of the franchise, and Mike Milbury didn't do it. The Rangers eventually wind up getting a great pick in Zherdev, but they did recently trade Hugh Jessamine, so the Rangers and Islanders look back on that draft with mistakes made, but everywhere else you look, these are guys that are playing in the league now and having great careers.
Not just playing, excelling guys. I mean, there's some terrific players. Maybe
Can
one
I
of the
just
best
say,
ever.
I have got to talk to Deb, because I think there's a great story about mom meeting dad that we didn't get. I mean, there's some good stuff there.
I'm not going there, Al.
I mean, unbelievable. What's the best thing about Zach Parise?
Well, you heard just his character, his will to win, his will to score goals. I mean, he's just a guy that loves to play the game. Every time he's on the ice, he creates excitement, a player the Devils love, and haven't had that type of player probably in quite some time.
Dad is J.P. Parise, of course. What did you know about him?
Well, he epitomized what the New York Islanders were all about, heart and character, and of course he's pushed that onto his son.